hit the wall and bounce back. Or make it take a fall through it all, he bounce back. 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 Can you ricochet, hit the wall and bounce back? Or make it take a fall through it all, he bounce back. Bounce back. He bounce back. Bounce back. He bounce back. Y'all don't hit me though.
Ricochet, put this in your car, it's a system play. That was the time I was missing cake, and my life was all in disarray. But I bounced back like a bungee cord. Pull up in the whip that you can't afford. I remember sleeping on the floor. Now I really couldn't ask for more. Might have took a nap, but oh well. Bitch, I'm bouncing back. Feels like I done fell. Went to hell, that's where they found me.
Yeah, but I got back on my
2 feet. Started kicking shit like Bruce Lee. On loose leaf, being unique. Spitting off like an Uzi. Down and out, nobody picked me up. Had to get it on my own, did he get too fucked? You don't even know what I've been through, bruh. Playing with me wrong, I'ma send you up. I gotta say thank you to everybody who doubted me. I'm going harder than ever. I got too many mouths to feed. Fell off, came right back. They see you in, they don't like that. I got the bark and I bite back. My flow is cold as ice caps. Fed up and I might snap in half. You need an ice pack. I laugh and give the mic back. The type that will strike.
Can you ricochet, hit the wall and bounce back? Or make it take a fall through it all, he bounce back. 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 Can you ricochet, hit the wall and bounce back? Or make it take a fall through it all, he bounce back. 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 Y'all don't hit me though.
You call a rat race, it's a marathon. All my accolades come from sacrifice. If it lost, it's a lesson learned. Teach me the sweet carrot cake. Clapping them snares, patty cake. While God's untap the egg. Boy, Coldplay, that secret sauce on the keys. He punching in code names. Winning is a feeling of cocaine. The endless is saying song so lame. Tooting that dope, no way. Only drug I'm shooting, my nose is flow names. Got a homebreak up like can grab your body, throw a choke chain. You earn that strike, paid your own lane, your roadway. Life is too short, said one OG from Oakland. So I feel like pop that gate up, I take played them, no more pain. So much focus on the brain, head to toe, I'm so insane. On Cypress Hill, I'm being real. You can call me Novocaine.
May take a army to stop me, ball me. Absorb what the song say. Like get your calling, although I parlay. Come up the hard way. By nature, I'm naughty. Hip hop, can you ricochet? Hit the wall and bounce back. Homie could take a fall through it all, he bounce back. 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 Can you ricochet? Hit the wall and bounce back. Homie could take a fall through it all, he bounce back. He bounce back. He bounce back. He bounce back. He bounce back.
Hit the wall and bounce back. I'll make her take a fall through it all. He bounce back. That's right. He bounce back. He bounce. He bounce. Bounce. He bounce. He bounce. Bounce. He bounce. He bounce. Bounce. He bounce. He bounce back.
We are live tonight.
Are we sure?
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'm as live as I can be. But
Not an effect.
No, it's not an effect. It's a lifestyle. But so I mean, we'll go right to it. What do you think? Do you think we get rid of Jameis before Europe?
No.
No.
I think Jameis will get about 6 or 7 games because if you get rid of him now, you'll kill his confidence. Even though his confidence seems already shot.
Bro, confidence. Come on. I mean, I think we passed confidence. It's not his first year. It's not a rookie quarterback that we got. You understand what I'm saying? It's not. And you got a lot of talent. But time is ticking.
I agree with you, but I want to play devil's advocate. I want to see the rationale behind people that say that, the offensive line's bad. The play calling could certainly be better. But you as a quarterback got to be able to read a blitz at the line of scrimmage. That's when they yell 54 is a mic and they moving people over and this and that. That's they reading what's about to happen. Whether it's coverage, man coverage.
Right. That's when you get in the game situation and you think about like the offensive line. Oh, it's the line. Yeah, the line's, but some of them that's on the quarterback because he didn't make the right changes at the line.
And they see all that. They see all that during the week watching film.
Absolutely.
They see what the defense shows.
Right. So you have like that time, the third down. We was in the red zone and got sacked out of it. It was a simple blitz. He didn't even see it coming. You because you didn't do the mathematics and count how many people are on your line versus how many people are on their line. Yeah, right. And just understand.
Yeah, these linemen can't block. These linemen can't block 2 or 3 guys at a time.
No, they can't. No, not they can't block. They I think they have trouble just being in sync communication wise. It kind of seems like everybody's out of touch with each other in some form or fashion on the offensive side of the ball. Just in my opinion,
I think on both sides of the ball.
Well,
the one steady hand that's been here the whole time is not here anymore. The disciplinarian, the main guy that everybody had to answer to, that when Mike Bell had the wrong cleats on in the Super Bowl, that guy is not there anymore to hold people accountable. The guy that yelled at Jameis for throwing a Hail Mary from 15-yard line last year and said, God was looking out for me, whatever he said at the end of the game. Sean Payton's not there anymore, and that's the clearest thing that you can see out there on the field.
Well, one thing that I could tell you is that his stock is going up at every week. And he already came out this week and said that the right situation, I would jump on the right. Of course, you would jump on the right situation. You just,
Nick Underhill,
your whole plan the whole time is to get away because you know what was coming. He got away from the storm, took some time off, and then he's gonna find the right situation. Hey, I wouldn't. Hey, look. If we could promise him that we could draft him a good quarterback, I'll take him back.
But where are you going to draft him a good quarterback? You owe your first round pick.
I know. It's fantasy land.
You owe your first round pick to Philly next year. And that could be a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
You traded next year's first round pick to get Olave. So now you might owe Philly a top 10 pick.
So if you they in trouble. They got to change things. I think you could feel, I don't know, 3 games in, you kind of felt a leadership issue today. Because it was a team that wasn't, that obviously they're a young, hungry team. They 0-2. That was being who we supposed to be. You got to win that game, right? That's a guarantee. That's a playoff game right now because you had 2 division games off the bat. You 1-1. You gotta go out of that stretch.
Well, you're 1-2 in the division now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to go out. You had to leave in that stretch with a winning record, and you didn't. And you got beat today. You got beat today worse than you got beat last week.
And what's the schedule about to look like? I think it gets a lot harder in the next 5 to 6 weeks. I know Minnesota's not going to be no picnic next week in London.
No. And they lost. Well, they won today. That's right.
They won. I thought they lost.
Into the teeth win.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I fell asleep in the third quarter. I missed the end of the game. So I don't know what happened, how they scored with 2 minutes left. I fell asleep. I've seen enough.
Well, you just didn't have that spark. It was like, here's the comeback, but you knew going into the fourth quarter, it just didn't have the same spark as the first game, the Atlanta game, where you had that comeback kid in you. They didn't have that energy today. You seen, they showed Jameis on the sideline, frustrated with the whatever's going on. I don't know. You seen him throw a fit. I don't know what it is, but how long do you let this linger for? Because it can cost you the playoffs. Your chance to make the playoffs. You got to win your division first, right? It's almost that the division's out the window. Thank God Tampa Bay lost today.
Division's up for. I disagree. I think the division's up for grabs.
So how did Atlanta do?
Atlanta won.
They did win. So
Yeah,
there you go.
my son was watching it. So everybody's tied for second, except for Tampa.
Right.
But we're only a game out of first. But like I said, I don't know if you can pull a schedule up on there. Let me see if I can pull a schedule up.
Hold on.
But
I can. Give me a second. Yeah, you can just keep talking.
You have to figure out if you're not going to sit Jameis, which I don't think they will. I don't know why. They are treating him like a rookie. I guess they feel some type of loyalty to him because what happened with Deshaun Watson. And he stuck around to sit behind Breeze for a year or two. But I'm not sure that people were out kicking down doors to try to take Jameis away from us.
They wasn't.
Like they did Teddy Bridgewater.
If there was, we would have known about it. And it would have been you can't say that people wouldn't inquire about him. But
So
here you go.
You got the Seahawks coming up, so that should be a win.
Yeah, but none of in Carolina should have been a win.
Yeah, you can't bank on with this team.
You can't bank on anything anymore, bro. The way this offense is playing, anybody can beat them. Anybody can beat them.
But after that, I mean, it's tough to find a win on there. Raiders, maybe.
Yeah, the Raiders had an upset today. They got
Steelers. They probably what with the Steelers, but I can imagine that the Steelers are going to play that rookie by then, Kenny Pickett. I mean, it's tough to find a win on here.
Yeah, for them. They have to turn the season around. Yeah, the Ravens, they don't stand a chance.
I mean, looking at this, they look like a 5-6 win team. They're going to steal like one or two of them games.
So let's say they beat the Panthers the second time around. Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to be fair here. Seahawks. Yeah, I said they beat the Seahawks. Where they play them at?
They play them here, it looks like. Yeah, they play them here. You really tested my eyes.
Yeah, I see it now.
But they're working.
Yeah, so they play. So here we go. So they play at home, right? The Seahawks, the Bengals. I think they could beat the Bengals.
I don't think we're the type of team that can play the Bengals. Our defense don't get pressure like that. But what's killing Joe Burrow right now is pressure. Right.
Yeah, but look, Code is in the building. Hold up, we got some comments here. Wow.
What's up, people?
I missed that. Yeah, Johnny B the Great. What's up, Higgnz and PJ? Nothing, man. We chilling. We doing it big. We over here on the what we call the live tonight, talking Saints football, feeling miserable, and what shall we do? I think so. Check this out. How long before you switch quarterbacks?
Well, your bye week's not until week 14. So I think that if he keeps, I don't want to give. If this keeps it up, that Cardinals game's on a Thursday night, I think, and they got like 10 days. It looks like between that game and the Raiders game. So if I see a switch coming, it would probably be after that. And it'll give Dalton a whole week with the starters. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Dalton's probably not gonna be much better than James. But maybe he has better decision making.
All right, here you go. I listened to Bobby today after the game. I like listening to him because he's been following the Saints. He's the Who Dat Nation. He's a quarterback, so he understands quarterback head, right? He said this. Listen, Andy Dalton might not be able to throw the ball over the top, get the big play. You might miss the big play like you're getting with Jameis, but he's gonna move the chains a lot more. It's going to move the chain, and that's what we need.
See that. Yeah,
you need to move the chains. That will set up the run game and make the run game a little more efficient. If you could just get the first down, Michael Thomas is not a deep threat.
I was going to say two of your receivers.
He just needs somebody to get him the ball.
Two of your receivers aren't deep threats. Jarvis Landry's not a deep threat either. He's a possession guy. The only deep threat you got is Olave.
That's it.
And we're throwing it 10 yards past him.
It's the NFL, bro. Move the sticks, man. Move the sticks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what we need to do. We got to move the sticks, get down the field. This is rotten, bro. This offense is rotten. It's bad.
I found a comment.
Look, like Fat said today, we were messaging back and forth, and I said something. No quarterback should wear the number 2 if they play for the Saints, and he said, "Shit, I would take Aaron Brooks right now."
Yeah, y'all. I see a lot of Aaron Brooks slander on my Facebook today, and I think people misremember Aaron Brooks from the Katrina year and maybe the year before, but the first 3 years he played here, he was legit.
He had a good run, bro. He had a good.
We had bad defenses, and we averaged about 24, 28 points a game.
He had excuses to remain the starter. Give me Dalton.
We wasn't kicking down the door for I don't know. Some people were kicking down the door for Jake Delhomme when we first got Aaron Brooks, and then we let Jake go to Carolina. But Aaron Brooks could play.
He was an athlete. He was very athletic.
He was an athlete. He didn't, his decision making wasn't too great, but
something snapped because he never always smiled when he threw an interception. I think
that was the last 2 years.
That was the Aaron Brooks, right? That's when you got the different Brooks. I don't give a fuck. The guy who smiled when he threw an interception, because he didn't always do that. And then that's how you kind of knew, like, he just didn't care anymore. And it took for a hurricane to wash that shit away. So hopefully we don't have to go through that again. We need to fix these problems now. We can't go down this. We can't go down this road, bro. Like, there was a standard that was set, and it, like Sean Page said, hey, one thing I can tell you is I left this place in a better place than it was when I got here. Don't bring it backwards. You know what I mean?
Most obvious thing he could say.
Yeah.
Like, who's going to argue with that?
No. You can't. But it's a fact. And I just hope that they're able to figure out these problems, because it's not all his fault. It's not. But in week 2, they were already on the radio talking about, fans are already talking about it because they know that they have that it's a make or break. How long do you let him go and let this happen for? Because you're not far before you start falling off the playoff picture. You're not far, bro. You're really not, because it's that good. It's that tight.
Yeah.
You don't know what new teams are going to emerge this year. We look bad. We look historic.
We're a bad football team.
Yes.
We're a bottom 5 football team
We look like one of them New York Jets football teams that just have no offense at all, can't figure anything out, have an opportunistic defense. You know what I'm saying?
How spoiled were we for 16 years?
Very spoiled. And I people they need this. They need to be humbled. Saints fans need to be humbled. We need an awakening. We need to realize what we had and what it takes to maintain that. It's not just gonna happen. You gotta have you got to have the right quarterback. If you don't have a quarterback in the NFL, you will not succeed.
It makes the bounty gate and the pass interference that much more heartbreaking, because we probably could have had at least 1 or 2 more Super Bowls when we had that run. We're a couple plays away from a couple rings, right? That's how everybody feels. It's that if, shoulda, coulda, woulda, man. If we would have got that, we definitely would have won the Super Bowl. We definitely would have beat this team. We definitely, We don't know for sure, but it makes stuff like that more heartbreaking when stuff gets taken from you.
Absolutely.
Even the Minneapolis Miracle.
Yeah.
You don't know what'll happen the next week in
Philly. 2 seasons in a row. That you can't have. I mean, is that the only thing more upsetting, I think, as a fan, has to be Buffalo losing 4 Super Bowls in a row. Going 4 times as a Buffalo fan and losing 4 times in a row. There's not much more upsetting than that, because the Saints were primed to get there. And the way they lost. It's just the way they lost.
I don't know. Baltimore had a good run. Maybe not Baltimore. Buffalo had a good run.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Then they had to deal with. After
the
that, once Jim Kelly retired.
That's what I'm saying. The only heartbreak that's worse than what we
What we went through.
experience as fans, I think, is the Buffalo, the
Well,
4 Super
Baltimore.
Bowls.
I keep saying Baltimore. Buffalo got killed in 3 of them Super Bowls. They were only close in 1 of them.
Yeah,
But
the first one.
that run, even that run, you got to appreciate it because what happened after that? Buffalo was irrelevant for almost 20 years,
I know.
maybe longer. Once Jim Kelly retired,
And now they're relevant again.
now they're relevant again.
And did they lose to Miami today?
Yeah, they lost.
That's what I heard.
I
Yeah.
bet them. Yeah. I bet them. That'll do it to you.
Tua. Hey,
Let me
Miami.
bet.
When's the last time Miami been 3-0, bro?
Miami hasn't had quarterback since Dan Marino.
I know. I was telling little man that the other day. I said, man, Miami didn't have anything. Miami hasn't been a team until we had Dan Marino. Until Dan Marino. Ever since Dan Marino, they hadn't had a quarterback. They hadn't had a football team. Yeah, they made the playoffs here and there, a little scatter, one and dones, but that's not legit,
Yeah, there's a lot of these big name teams that haven't done. I mean, look at the Cowboys.
Look at Kayla. Hey, you too.
Hey, man.
Yeah, they were playoff style material, like dynasty material. The Dolphins were. You know what I'm saying? They were like the Saints, right? At least we got one. At least we got one.
I mean, look at the Cowboys. They haven't done nothing since 95, 96. Might have won 2 playoff games.
Are we gonna be that team, bro? Are we gonna be that team like the Dolphins that hadn't had a good quarter? Had
the Bengals. The Bengals made the Super Bowl last year. How bad were the Bengals for 30 years?
I know.
So they got Andy Dalton.
Dude, it's hard to find a franchise quarterback. It's not an easy feat, and you can be mediocre every year. It's not as challenging to be mediocre every year. That's pretty much what the standard been for the Saints, and for what was it up until Sean Payton got there. The Hazlitt years it was 8-8, 7-9, 8-8. Always missing something. Brad with
Jim Moore too. Jim Moore had a few good years.
So until you have a franchise quarterback, you can always find magical ways to win football games and sneak in the playoffs, but you're not going to win it.
Right.
Look. They do have immaculate exceptions like Baltimore. All he had to do was just not blow it. But you don't have the Seattle's defense, but they had Russell Wilson. Pittsburgh when they run with Roethlisberger, that was a game management football team. They had the bus, but he wasn't out there slinging it. They didn't have a high-powered offense, but there is immaculate. But all in all, to be a dynasty,
but you have a number 1 defense, which obviously the Saints don't have.
Yeah, you can't have a dynasty without a quarterback. There's no dynasties that are shaking. Had 5
or a great coach.
Yeah, great coach.
You need a great coach.
Absolutely. And that's what I said. His stock is going up every moment. Every moment that they make a mistake, Sean Payton's money is just, his future is looking brighter and brighter. So, I don't know. I don't want to blow this season, because if this season's a failure, you're going to lose the talent. You're going to lose all this other talent you got. You're going to lose more. You're not going to gain anything. You're going to take a loss. Like they gambled again to try to win this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that was a mistake.
It was to create that spot. You lost your head coach, but you picked up these players that you wish Sean Payton could have had.
Right. But you had the bridge. You have the bridge quarterback with no other end of the bridge because you gave away a draft pick to draft the receiver. Like,
is there
Jameis as a bridge quarterback, Jameis or Andy Dalton as a bridge quarterback would be solid. It'd be like if you had a rookie waiting to get in and you had Jameis sitting around and start 7 to 8 games. That's a solid proposition. But if you banking on Jameis to be the future of the franchise, I can't see how. Just by what I saw last year, it's just he just, you want to pull for the guy because he works so hard, and he seems like a
all
great
the
teammate.
right things.
Yeah, he seems like a great teammate.
And does all the right things. It's
And the
just
team-
when he gets in between the lines.
Yeah. It's just,
Where it really
just doesn't
counts.
click. Yeah, it just
Right.
doesn't click for him.
Right. I'm trying, coach. You know what I'm saying? And
that,
you know,
that could have been what frustrated him today.
yeah, it did. It did. He
He's
was
starting to see that.
look. I could promise you tomorrow you'd be able to go. You could probably go on the internet right now and go find videos of him missing reads.
Oh, they were doing it during the game.
Oh, they were already posted.
Yeah, like tight ends wide open when he was going over the top, trying to hit something up, hit a bigger play. People open underneath.
Like when he has his sight set on something, he's
locked in. Tunnel vision.
Right. He doesn't, like when he knows this is what he was, like an over the top play, like when he wants to go for the home run, that's it. He's looking downfield, it feels like, he doesn't see anything else. That's all he sees. And he's done about 8 of them in the last 2 games, and he's like 1 for 8 with the deep ball to Olave, and I know some of them he's trying to throw it away, but I don't know. I'm not the expert at the end of the day, but your sense is everybody feels the same thing. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. There's no way that he's gonna turn this around, bro. I'm calling it now. There's no way something's gonna click and damn. It's not happening, dude. So you gotta you didn't spend a lot of money on him. It's not one of those things where we signed for this guy. We vouch for this guy. No, you got Andy Dalton for a reason. And if Andy Dalton fucks up, I give a fuck. Put James Bang in that motherfucker. Let them battle it out. Let them battle it out all the way through the season, scratch and claw at each other and find out. And that's the best way to get through because they're always on the top of their game.
But I can't see Dalton starting in London.
No, he's not. He's not.
No, he's not.
They're gonna give him another week.
The best.
If I tell you, it's a long flight tonight, and if they get their ass whooped in London, it's gonna be a long flight, longer flight back home. So,
yeah,
that's the fact, and everybody knows it. And hey, look, they went. Well, everybody put everything behind him. They believed in him. They gave it to him. They pushed it. It's a fail. It's not working. Or when Kamara was open for 3 yards for first down, and he went to the end zone. What we were just discussing. He's looking over the top. Once he has his mind set, that on the home run, he's not checking anything else, bro.
Look, the best thing, it's always great to admit when you're right about something, but it's hard as hell to admit when you're wrong about something.
Look, even this. And it may be in the back of his mind. If I throw a deep ball and I throw a pick, it's like a punt.
That's like a punt.
But if I hit the home run, everybody, he's willing to he's willing to die on that hill. And so he's gonna die on that hill eventually.
I hope not.
And that's Sean Payton was like had him lock and key, like.
Yeah, a lot of people said that Sean Payton was holding it back.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Made him a game manager. Yeah. Didn't let him do these things. And they tried to and I understand, hey, you got to eventually open it up for the dude. You got to let him go. You can't just leave him locked and key. Then you showing him that you don't really believe in it. If you're not giving him the plays that the throws that he can make, and he know he can make them, but you're afraid for him to make them. So that it's going to come to a head eventually. It's got to, and it's now. The time is now. So if we want to go one more week and let it be a long funeral back from London, I'm good with that. If that's what we're going to do.
Put it with the Queen.
But he's 1-3 coming back from London. That's it.
Oh, come on, man. You got to give us a fighting chance.
Well, now we scratching for wild card unless everybody unless the Bucks lose.
You know you let half the league in. You know you let half the league in the playoff now.
See what he can do. Yeah, like I say, if Dalton screws up, you know,
get Taysom back in there.
He's hurt. Taysom Hill. I was thinking about this earlier. Now that you brought him up, Taysom Hill's a better quarterback than Jameis Winston.
Oh man, that's a hot take.
Is it? Is it?
That's a hot take. I don't know.
Is it? The games that Sean the games that Taysom Hill started, he had a winning record with us too. And he made some he made the right reads. He
can't
made
throw
some
deep.
Mistakes. He
can't throw deep at all.
Yeah, he can't throw a rocket. But you don't need to throw deep to win. You shouldn't need to throw deep to win.
Tom Brady hasn't thrown deep to win in 10 years.
Yeah.
He hasn't really had the arm.
Right. But I'm saying I felt like Taysom, there was more spark and what, like he can make something happen.
Yeah, he does give you that other element.
It's
threat to run, and you could run just like a crazy offense.
No, and look, we can go injured. And this is how I say, hey, all they got to do in the press, all they got to do is just tell the press it's an injury. Yeah, you know what I mean? He's not right, his body.
I don't think they worried about it. I don't think they worried about the press as much. Because the press is calling for Andy too, I would imagine, right?
The press
is worried about the fans.
Well, I think they asked him. They did ask him about it today. He said that's not on his mind. Like that's not one of the things that is on, like on his plate of list of issues that's not one of them. That's just the right thing to say at the time.
Yeah.
He hadn't even
what they asked him right after the game.
Yeah. In the press conference, according to, I was listening to 870 after, and according to what I heard from them, they said that question was asked, and he just, that's not the issue, it on his plate right now. But you can't tell. He's not going to say that on Sunday. He's trying to make it. It's his first year head coach. He's trying to be politically correct. You know what I mean? He's not going to. Can you imagine? He went like Jim Harbaugh. Something, you know what I mean? He don't look like the hot hand. We might have to make that change. I mean,
put your nuts on the table. Let's do it, coach.
He'd have been on Monday morning. He would have been the racist coach, huh?
He'd been on First Take.
First Take, just because they would have found, just because of the way he said it. He said it
hold on.
Style.
Be right back. Hold on.
But yeah, all in all, so what do you have to? I think I want to see this team meet the playoffs. I want to see this team make the playoffs. I want success. Post Sean Payton, Drew Brees era. I want continued success. I want it to be a franchise. It's not it. The real root of the success is the cement in the franchise, not what this coach and this quarterback did.
You want to shove it in their face.
Yeah, well, no, it just puts them on a pedestal. No, I don't want to shove it in their face. I'm just saying.
You're like the mad ex-boyfriend. I want to succeed just to shove it in her face.
No, not out of spite. I'm saying as a fan.
Oh, okay.
We want to prove to the world that our franchise is the cement, not the coach and the quarterback that was here.
What in the almost 60 years that the Saints been a franchise tells you that it wasn't the coach and the quarterback?
I know. That's what I say. I want to believe that. I want to believe that.
I hate you, bro.
And I hope that things turn around. I really do. I really do. But if this blows up over a quarterback issue, it can really turn us south.
We go back to the 80s.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. The defense, dude, you got the defense has been working their ass off, bro.
The line ain't shit.
They don't score 22 points if the offense produces, in my opinion.
The defensive line can't get to the quarterback.
They got 1 sack this season.
Yeah. And that's supposed to be our strength coming in.
And that was it, and it was, right. And here's another thing. Does that hurt Dennis Allen not having his full attention on that play call? Is that something?
Here come Poncho, bro. I told you he was coming, bro. It's just like
the AK fumble, TD missed 2 field goals, Jameis.
It's like
I didn't say it's all Jameis, but it is Jameis.
I told you he was coming. I was playing devil's advocate, P.
Listen.
I was trying to stick up for him.
Listen, if we didn't have Andy Dalton on the bench, I wouldn't be saying let's try Andy Dalton.
I agree with that.
A player of his caliber. Yeah, you're right. They did lose the game. No,
if you didn't have a competent,
they lost.
If you didn't have, put it this way: if you didn't have a competent backup on the bench, and your starter admittedly says he's had a bum back and a bum ankle, why not just put the backup in and let him heal?
That's what I'm saying. Why?
That seems kind of selfish, but
it'll give the opportunity for Andy Dalton to go see what he can do, and it'll give him time to heal, and it won't look like they benched him because he ain't got it. And it won't kill his confidence because he wants to play. He's gonna be pissed. But hey, bro, look, we could just tell, I know what you're saying, but you could tell your body's not right. You're missing these throws here. You just need to take a couple weeks off. Just take a couple weeks off.
Poncho. I'm in a group message. I'm in a group board with Poncho, so this is
what he said. Hill had a bum finger, 4 interceptions. Cool.
He firing at us.
Damn, how far is he behind?
Wait.
Oh, he's talking about Hill. I guess.
Yeah. He talking about the Cowboy game last year.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know. It just felt more. We felt more. I'm saying that the team felt more competitive when Taysom Hill was the quarterback.
See,
it don't feel competitive. It doesn't feel competitive. I'm just trying to. I don't know. I want him to succeed. I'm not hating on the man, bro.
I want to play devil's advocate,
but I'm worried about us not making the playoffs.
We just not agreeing on the same podcast. So I just want to play devil's advocate and find reasoning why they would keep playing him.
Yeah, I mean, why would you? What do you do at this point? Why not?
Now he did have a good drive. He did have a good drive in the third quarter, but they stopped blitzing.
But why not take a shot? Because of his confidence? Come on. You worried about his confidence? Grown. It's a sport.
It's professionals. They're getting paid. Aren't we worried about their confidence?
Right.
You think my boss is worried about my confidence at work? Oh man, I would have given him a day off.
He couldn't hit the broadside of a ball in that game. Should have sat him and played it out. Yeah, we did suffer. We suffered that game. But this isn't Taysom Hill versus Jameis Winston. Poncho, I ask you this question. You don't think Andy Dalton can produce more than Jameis Winston can right now?
While he's injured.
The honest question right now, can Jameis Winston produce more than Andy Dalton? Can Andy Dalton produce more than Jameis Winston? There's no way you can't tell me that Andy Dalton wouldn't have had a better game. More no. More no. I don't know what more no means, but you should know. I hope he turns it around.
He means more competent. He said maybe the same. What more can he do behind that line?
Yeah. What more can I and
I don't think the Lions playing terrible.
Listen, then not. This is how much, and we don't know because we ain't the experts. When
Yeah, we're
they
not
go
the
back to
experts.
watch the tape,
They'll
they'll be able to sit back and say they'll know. All right, you fucked up this play, homie. You blew this play. You know, they'll know with whether it was the quarterback that didn't make the right audible and adjust the line versus this other guy just got beat. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make the right checks, this, that, and the other. We don't
How many?
know.
How many times was Jameis sacked when they were rushing 4, and how many times was he sacked when they blitzed? That'd be a good stat to know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't have.
I'm sure they have a stat. I'm sure there's a stat about that. So,
but I don't think was Breeze that fucking good that he shelled the line too. Well,
he did get rid of the ball a lot. He did get rid of the ball a whole lot quicker than Jameis does.
Are we that spoiled? I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out just like you guys as Saints fans, bro. We starting over again. It's a new beginning. And I'm concerned. And I just do think that we have a potential. We have a quarterback that he didn't have success in the playoffs, but he has winning records. He's brought teams to playoffs with talent.
Poncho posted earlier. He said the same people that are hating on Jameis hated on Teddy and hated on Aaron Brooks. So I don't know what he's insinuating with that.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's hating on
Jameis. I don't think I wouldn't hate on Jameis.
I think that's a misunderstanding. It's not hate. Like, I mean, it's just it's honesty. Like, why would you be hating on him? He threw the interception. He ain't winning. He ain't winning, and we out here talking that shit. Like, the only reason why Jameis Winston winning ain't Jameis. It's just that, you know what I'm saying? It ain't that.
Well, let me play devil's advocate again. This turned into a sports podcast, by the way. We don't always do sports all the time. But anyway, that Kamara fumble did hurt us. But it wasn't like we were driving the ball. I mean, we were still on our end of the field when it happened.
Yeah, he fumbled. He fumbled early.
It wasn't like Ingram.
And that is not like him. He's frozen. Right? That is not like Kamara to be a fumble. He doesn't fumble. And here's another thing that comes in the coaching. The ball too. Here's another thing that comes in the coaching. We know little things add up. Fundamental mistakes like missed tackles. That kind of stuff goes back to coaching. And is this team a little lackluster because
they seem undisciplined?
You know what I'm saying? Like, because when it becomes tooth and nail, you know what I'm saying? It is a team sport. No, they're all responsible, and that's what I say. Like, there is bigger issues than Jameis. It's not just him, but it's a domino effect because it is a team sport. And that's your leadership position. There's a C on that dude's chest. A 4 with the 4 stars. He got the gold with the 4. Not 1, he got the 4. They hoisting him up captain style.
Yeah, the first people they always come after is the coach and the quarterback.
They dropped another crucial catch.
He's talking about Kamara. Kamara dropped.
But these are the things that Kamara don't drop the ball like that. You understand what I'm saying? There's things, and we don't know yet. It's only week 3, but those little fundamental things will add up, and in the world will see it if something is wrong inside the organization, inside the locker room, inside the coaching scheme. You know, you understand what I'm saying? I mean, those things will come, and it showed today. Fundamental mistakes. They got beat because the other team played sound football, and to get through. You blame the QB. Every game they lose. Nah, I don't blame the QB. It's flag. They've had the ball off 90% of the time. Come on, man.
But you got little ones. Huh?
I can't blame the
They don't
QB.
throw.
Yeah. The QB.
Yeah.
It's hard to blame the QB.
I like when I coached flag. We coached 11 through 14, and I was running all kinds of trick stuff. My team wasn't that good, but we stole some wins just by running trick plays.
It's fun. It's tough coaching them young ones, bro.
Yeah, they didn't have flag when mine were young.
Trying to teach them from scratch, like we don't know, we just know what the football looks like.
So the parish doesn't have tackle at all no more.
No, they don't. No defense let dude run that 60 yards when the game was on the line. No, in the game, you're right, but this is where I come in to say, Pancho, and that's why like the defense can only hold up for so long. Things are gonna break. It's gonna happen. So,
they were up 3-0 for 3 quarters.
You gotta score some points.
I didn't play contact sports.
Oh, you could read the stuff before.
I can see it. I can see it on the right here.
Oh yeah. So you in the room? Okay.
He said all I played with was my meat.
He beat his.
That's the only contact. Yeah, the only contact I had.
Beat his meat vigorously. I'm going. Hey, y'all can chop it up. I'm going to grab a drink.
Grab me one. What up, Pancho? How you feeling? What up, Wesley? Who else we got in here? I can't see who's in here. So if y'all in here, let me know what y'all think about the game today. Let me know what y'all think about anything. I don't know much. It's been a while since I've been here. So it got me sitting here by myself. I didn't play contact sport. Can I play it? I can't do like Paul, huh? Gee. Private chat? I don't know what that stuff means. Dolphins about to get fined for what? What'd they do? They beat the Bills. They weren't supposed to beat the Bills. Pancho, when you coming to spray my house? Don't worry about the Dolphins. Get out the hospital so you come spray my house. Oh, wow. Tua got a concussion. They let him come back. Look at this dude. This low life.
I needed my ears. But all in all, the whole team did play like trash.
Yeah, we done with James.
See,
Pancho, I played devil's advocate. I was trying to I was helping you out. I was on your side in here.
I'm trying to be fair. We have to be fair. We got to get. But how many games? What's the game? If it's not this week, what week? You know what I'm saying?
I told you
the whole season.
The Arizona game's on a Thursday night. So if they were going to pull them, because our bye week's not until like week 13, week 14. So if they were going to pull them, it'd probably be between that Thursday and that following game.
Yep.
If they were going to pull them, but he'll play. So Seattle's right after Minnesota.
Oh, let's see. Hold up.
Because that's going to be tough. Any game coming a week after London is going to be tough. I don't care who you play.
Seattle. Where's it at?
Yeah, I see it right there.
Yep. So what about
So that's messed up because they usually give teams a bye after they go to overseas across the pond.
The Rams going to be a tough football game. The 49ers is going to be a tough football.
Oh, we know that just by their names. But I'm just talking about the spot. The Seahawks. We play the Seahawks in. That's a tough spot.
Yeah. Anything after that, along the line. I mean, there's not one. You can't say we're gonna win any of these games. It's crazy.
You can't definitively say. You remember how we used to do back in the day when the schedule came out? We'd be reading. Yeah, that's a win. That's a loss. That's a win. Right now, you can't look at that schedule and definitively say, "Hey, we got that."
Season prediction show.
Because that Seattle spot is a bad spot. Most teams get bye weeks when they go to London. I don't know why they didn't give us a bye week.
And just think, we lose you keep bringing up Seattle because you feel like that's the winnable game. Remember, you said this earlier. That's the winnable game.
Yeah. And then I see maybe like 2 or 3 more I could call.
We're gonna lose the winnable game. And the way you lost confidence in the winnable game. Chargers, all right.
When do we play the Chargers?
What the Chargers lost today?
They lost, but they still got Justin Herbert.
Right. I mean, I think they're a team that has potential. Miami.
Yeah, they lost to our Jags, Brian.
I like the fact that Miami's going off, though.
Oh, you.
It is cool.
Miami's not one of our team.
I know they not one of our teams, but it is good. The NFL's a lot better when Miami's good, though. You know what I'm saying? You get good commercials. Because
you just want to watch Miami cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Let me go get a beer. Hold on.
You do that. I'm talking about predicting. He's talking about predicting. So, what is your prediction, Pancho? I don't know what the record. What's your record? Do they make the playoffs? And if they don't make the playoffs, what's the record? Is 8-9 being fair? Burrow is having a rough go. He is having a rough go. Burrow, it's that what they call it, the Super Bowl hangover. It seemed like that's what's going on with the Bengals. 10. You got 10 games. So they better than they were last year. They look worse than they were last year. But we all feel like it's just like you feel like they're gonna turn it around in some form. So it'd be 10-7. That gets you that gets you a wild card. 10-7 gets you a wild card, huh? You think 10-7? Oh, he is. You think 10-7 gets you a wild card?
Oh, in the NFC? Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so Pine say 10 out of 17, right? So 10-7.
So we got to go 9. Oh, we are 1-2. So you got to go 9-5 in the next 14. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know anything until they turn the offense around. You can't say they can win a game. You can't say they can win a game without an offense. You got to score points. I say run the West Coast, let Krabs rip it.
Yeah, but if you don't have any running backs in the backfield, how are you going to stop the blitz from coming? They weren't even disguising it.
And yeah. Well, but then the West Coast, you get rid of the ball quick in the West Coast offense. Yeah, right. It's a lot of, it's flag football style.
But how many speedsters do we have at receiver?
Nobody.
Yeah, you got
Jarvis Landry's possession, Michael Thomas possession.
Deontay Holiday's a speedy receiver. I don't know about Olave.
Yeah, but whatever his name is.
I'd imagine Olave's a speedster because they keep trying to throw the ball.
Well, yeah, Olave is considered that's what they drafted him to be, the deep threat. Yeah. That stretch the field guy. That's why they keep trying it. You know what I'm saying? It's him. You ever notice it's always him? The deep ball, every time they threw the deep ball, was always him.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They try to throw. I'm reading Pancho's comment. They trying to they try to throw that deep ball to him about 12 times in the last 2 weeks. I don't know if they did it the first week.
No, it was week 2. Week 2 they tried to. If they did, I don't remember either. But the offense looked better in week 1 than it does in week 3. Can we say that?
Yes. Well, no, the fourth quarter. The offense still looks terrible the first 3 quarters.
Yeah. Yeah, but even then they still look better.
And then there was an argument. There was an argument that it was just the Falcons being the Falcons.
You see the confidence when he is allowed to play, but I mean, who is he allowed? He is allowed to play right now, right? I mean, isn't he?
I don't really see any restrictions on him.
He's there. He's throwing the ball downfield. He's throwing,
Maybe Carmichael's offense don't fit Jameis.
Maybe.
Because his offense is probably a lot similar to Sean Payton's.
Well, think about this. Pete Carmichael had Drew Brees longer than Sean Payton had Drew Brees.
He coached in San Diego?
He was Drew Brees' offensive coordinator. Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, fun fact.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. So that's where he came from. So this is, think about that marriage.
Right.
And then going to Sean Payton and not having to really call plays on a consistent basis. Now, you've learned, you've sat back and watched and understand everything. There's a reason we look into the training staff. What they doing? They slipping the Mickeys. What that was, them killers. Remember they had Killergate too.
Oh yeah. The Sean Payton. Well, that's Payton or Haslam?
No, that was Payton.
That was Payton?
Yeah, something about Laura Tabs or Viking or something.
Damn.
After, they were.
Was that when Darren Sharp was hanging in the parish?
Probably so. That might be where it was coming from. He's stupid. But the Killergate got swept under the rug.
I remember that. Now that you mentioned, I remember it.
I just made up Killergate. I made that shit up. But there was a pain pill issue or something. Peyton from the parish.
Peyton from the parish.
Pat, that inside the lines, bro.
Meaning, why are so many players getting hurt when they barely practice with pads? That's a collective bargaining agreement. That's not the training staff. Yeah. Every team has injuries.
And you can
Baltimore is ravaged with injuries.
And you can say, well, they need to train for that. But, how do you really train for that when you've never experienced it yet? So it's all new. It's new to everybody. And then don't they wear these special helmets, these little soft, hit your head pretty.
I don't think he's talking about concussions.
Yeah, but they don't really do. Winston isn't better than Dalton.
Probably not.
But no, I don't think he's better than Dalton. I'm for real. I think Dalton.
I think they what?
Is gonna move the chains.
I think Winston has a higher upside than Dalton, but I think they similar. Like if you had Madden had the QB ratings, like the player ratings and stuff.
Yeah, right.
I can imagine they're pretty close. Like one's probably like a 72 and one's probably like a 71.
So yeah, if I don't know if Madden this year.
I don't play Madden. I haven't played Madden in a while.
I know. So this is how close they are in what they're probably, let's say 88 for Winston, 87.
Get the fuck out of here.
For Andy Dalton.
Neither one of them in the 80s.
All right. 47.
No, they ain't that low either.
Nah. But I'm just saying, figurative, like that's how close they are. And Jameis Winston has a better arm, a stronger arm, right? Andy Dalton has his cognitive skills reading defenses is better.
Poncho hating on my wall. They're not green. My door's green. My wall's not green. Look, Poncho trying to sell me some paint.
On a mediocre Cincinnati team.
I like my walls.
Did he? Well, here's the deal.
We had AJ Green.
You got to think he didn't take Dallas to the playoffs, right? Didn't he? Am I saying something wrong? Did he take?
No, he didn't take Dallas.
No, he didn't take Dallas to the playoffs. Like he did. There's definitely some reasons why he's become a journeyman. I don't know about Cincinnati being that mediocre. You know what I'm saying? They were good. I don't know. I didn't follow Cincinnati enough to know why. To be able to give you that science, Look, here's the official Madden stats.
Okay. Jameis 77, Andy 69. I told you it wasn't no 80s.
I know. I didn't mean. I didn't even know how to.
Dalton had Chris Henry. Or was that what's his name? Carson Palmer.
What? Oh, these are the receivers that he had. Right. That's not so mediocre.
Poncho.
Is this all at the same time?
Poncho asked who takes Dallas to the playoffs. Debbie takes Dallas to the playoffs.
Shit. Right now, ain't nobody taking Dallas anywhere. Did they win today?
They play tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right. So you playing any fantasy this year, bro?
Yeah, I'm in a little league, but I don't want to talk about fantasy. I want to talk about my sports betting. Bro. I got my head kicked in this weekend. You know, you legalize sports betting, and football season, the first time you can get it. And I was crushing my first 2 weeks.
He said Andy Dalton was a hell of a fantasy quarterback at one time, and that's a fact. That's what I'm saying. He was Matt Ryan of the AFC North. Can I say that? Is that fair?
Sounds good to me.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, where he was, you know, how can you describe what he brought to the table? I say he's, you know, Matt Ryan of the AFC North. That's the best way I can describe it. Lil Dalt played preseason. He did great. Right, he did. But so did Jameis.
Yeah, you can't really look at that.
You can't judge any of that. But he did look good. He did drive him right down the field.
But devil's advocate. You can look at these first 3 games as an extension of the preseason.
Yeah, no doubt.
I personally don't because they all count. But if you think Jameis is getting a rhythm,
I mean,
maybe
evaluate
not just Jameis. I mean the line, everybody. I mean, we suck everywhere. We need the Jim Mora. You need to pull up the Jim Mora rant because that's what we need to hear. We couldn't stop the ball on defense. We couldn't get a first down on offense. We just sucked everywhere.
But this isn't these issues. I'm not speaking in the term of what happened today. I'm talking about the collective production, the collective review, not just what happened today. You could just see it's not working.
Something's not working.
It's not his, and it's not all his fault, but it's a domino effect. He's the CEO. Anything to resurrect the team from any ashes.
He's the CEO of the offense.
Absolutely.
The buck stops with him.
Well, here we go. I tell you what, you're right. That's the problem. We have no CEO. And you said I told you he's got nice golden C with the 4 stars, but it feels like there's nobody, you know, like stomping their foot down saying, "Come on, you guys, we need to tighten up." You know what I mean? Like that, you know, not that. Miss Allen, Hasley. You know, come on, you know, we need to button it up by the bootstraps. You know, I mean, you don't feel that. They're just like head down. It feels like their heads
10% directly Crab's fault. The offense or the whole thing.
Crab? Who's Crab?
Oh, he's talking about Jameis.
Winston? Are we calling Jim?
Crab legs.
We call him Crab?
Yeah, because of the crab legs.
I was thinking that. Who the fuck Crab? I had to think about it for a second. But yeah. See, we already calling him crab legs. Already going back.
Yeah, why are you calling him crab legs, bro? It's messed up.
If you don't believe, yeah, he came in here solid fighting for Jameis.
He gonna call him crabs. He gonna call him crabs. It's fucked up.
Totally him. 10%. 10% his fault.
We're not disrespecting him, calling him crabs.
All right. So what is the percentage of it has to be his fault before you pull him out?
Yeah.
Is it only 10%? Is a quarterback? What is the percentage? How much does a quarterback percent have to be effective for the offense to be effective? Like how much of his,
No, the real
percentage.
question we should be asking him is, how do we fix what's broken right now, Poncho?
Andy Dalton.
Because we don't know. You saying Andy Dalton?
No,
That's the
no.
first
It's
step?
not gonna fix everything, but you do need to create some kind of spark. You need some kind of spark in the offense. You need a light. They need something to drive a momentum swing. Like in week 1, it felt like the first touchdown is why we got the second touchdown and the third touchdown. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need. To me, it's just they just flat, bro. It's Hazlitt when Singles Brooks Jake Moe.
Life is full circle.
Don't make the same mistake. He's saying don't make the same mistake twice, Saints.
That's what we were talking about earlier. We gotta whenever you get a great run, you gotta appreciate every minute of it. I told you about all these teams that ain't done shit in forever.
Yeah. So he said Dalton equals Jake Delhomme. What I'm trying to say is he's saying don't make the same mistake twice, Saints. Don't not play Jake Delhomme.
I think Aaron Brooks gets a bad rap. The last 2 years, Aaron Brooks
to himself though, bro. He did do it to him.
The last 2 years he sucked, but the first 3 years he was here, he was pretty solid.
It's just like it felt the lack. He just had a lack of caring. And I thought, I really had hope in the 2005 season. I was excited about it. I felt like we were gonna make a playoff. I don't know. I just thought we were gonna make playoffs that year before Katrina hit. Anyway, had a Super Bowl quarterback.
Jake Delhomme
on the bench, huh? It must have been on the bench. Yeah, right.
On.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he said on. I take Bobby over Brooks.
See, that's that medication Poncho's taking.
You wouldn't take Bobby over Brooks?
Hell no. Go back and watch some of them 80s football games where the Carl Smith offense that Bobby used to run.
Nah,
terrible.
It's hard to say. I tell you, there's a reason why Aaron Brooks is the second place quarterback. And Aaron Brooks made the Saints Hall of Fame, waltzed into the Saints Hall of Fame. That's how bad the Saints history is.
They booed him. I was at the game. Jeff Blake was a man.
Look, he said, you don't know Bobby. But yeah, Jeff Blake, wasn't he playing well when he got
before when he got hurt? We were like 7-3 or something like that. Then he got hurt.
So all Brooks did was just win a few more games.
He won a few more games, but he was running all over the place.
But he won the playoff game. That's why he was the starter. If we would have lost that game, it would have been probably Jeff Blake's team. Something would have, he may have never had the run that we had with him. But he won the playoff game.
Poncho said I was wearing dresses back then. Yep.
He was playing cheerleader on Sunday. He dressed up in the same.
Had my skirt up, my pom-poms. Let's go team.
Yeah. But there's a lot of
Poncho had season tickets.
So there is a lot of Saints fans though out there that still wear the tutu, right? No matter what happens. I love my Saints without ever touching base with reality. Like you gotta, things to win. We see it. He's not elite, bro. Something's got to give. If you want to make the playoffs this year, you got to make changes to make the playoffs. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting the same results is what,
definition of insanity.
Is definition of insanity. We went, it's 3 strikes. And I get it. But, dude, it's not like he's competitive. It's not like we losing these football games off of this one mistake where he threw this interception, Aaron Brooks style, right? Like kept us in the game, but then blew it at the end kind of shit.
Right.
This ain't what we talking about. We talking about the lack to get a first down.
Well, I think one of our biggest problems is penalties. I think on offense and defense,
discipline. In 3 weeks, we went from being a prestige football team to looking at to being the bottom barrel of the league right now. Looking like it's not. No, we're not a good 1 and 2.
We're not going to be talked about on the herd.
We ain't getting no flex games. Yeah, right. You ain't getting no flex games. That's for sure.
We're not going to get mentioned on these podcasts or TV
we're
shows.
Not looking like there's a potential that there's a glimmer of hope. Like these are competitive football games. We're flat. It's flat.
They boring football games.
Yeah, you Duck City watching the game, and was just like, just like Bridgewater should have stayed QB till he lost.
Right, I agree with that. That was the year Drew hurt his thumb or whatever. Teddy came in, we went 5-0, and they just put Breeze right back.
Stay with the hot hand. No, I don't think, as a fan, the optics, I don't think anybody wanted Drew Brees to play that week. Even though we won that game, I don't think anybody.
I think it was Atlanta we played when he came back.
We came back for the Arizona game.
Was it Arizona?
Yeah. It was the Arizona game he came back for. I think the Atlanta game was the following week. There was a game that was on the schedule that was very important the next week. I don't remember which one it was, but I think he wanted the Arizona game just to he wanted that to get his feet wet. But that just shows you how good of a quarterback he was, that he can do that. I'm gonna get you this, coach. I'm gonna get you this W. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean?
And we got the win.
They did. They won the game.
So we gotta talk about Jameis again. That's the thing about Jameis. Is I understand these.
Why? I do it. Yeah, hold on.
This is live video right here.
Yeah, hold on. Let me give it a charge.
Get you live video.
Yeah.
He can't be a warrior with the back, and then you could blame the injury at the end of the game. I don't think anybody's blaming the injury. I think he played worse last week than he played today.
Yeah. So what happened? What we said? Oh wait,
I said we can't.
Pancho got a good one.
Yeah. How you know? It's just long, so it's gotta
it's gotta be good. It's mushy. We as fans want a leader who fights for his place and does and says all the right things as Jameis does. Dude is in the midst of fighting for his life. And 3
wide receivers.
Wide receivers go down. Go down. Oh, my bad. I messed up. Go down in a crucial moment of the game. No, they did, but the game was already lost. I mean,
I already went to sleep. That tells you what
Landry
point of the game
Landry got hurt early when the game was still competitive.
They said Michael Thomas hurt his foot again, so I guess he's going to be out the rest of the year.
Yeah, he was able to. I know. Everybody went down, dude. It's fucked. We're not even. We been on this thing for an hour and 13 minutes.
We had a whole thing, lots of things to talk about. We ain't gonna be able to get to it.
And yet, have we discussed what he just said, the injuries?
But the game, like you said, the game was out of reach.
You think Breeze gonna come back and bam? No.
I don't know. You can't get a job commentating no more. But he's not gonna come back without Sean there.
He's not working for NBC?
No. They
what
cut
happened?
him loose.
They got.
Did you see how bad he was last year?
No, he's not made for TV.
He's tough. No, he's not made for. He's got a face for radio.
He's not like a people person, like that kind of where he can get up and just and speak it. He needs X and O's, bro. He can't.
Hold on, we're gonna talk about Zion when I get back. I'm gonna use back.
This dude here, fuck this guy. Drew Brees needs not to be talking opinion-based football like we doing right now. He needs to be with a clipboard, this is what happened. And show, really just do X's and O's. Break down football, X's and O's style, similar to the way John Gruden used to do it. That's what he needs to do. He can actually be the next camp, be Breeze camp, right, on ESPN or whatever. That'd be dope. sing Mudbugs for the commercial. I need to rehearse it first, but I may be able to play it for you. I keep that in mind. But if you don't know what Mudbugs is, you can find Mudbugs in H1I2GNZ. You can find the song Mudbugs anywhere you would like to search for music. The new album American Renaissance is coming soon. It's finished. It's complete. It will be sent out for distribution any day now. I plan on getting it out right before Halloween. And American Renaissance, y'all know what's going on in the world today, and I dig deep into it. But anyway, back to PJ.
Okay, done. Mudbugs. I thought you had a video for Mudbugs.
She wanted me to sing while you went and pee. She wanted me to sing the Mudbugs.
Do you want me to go back?
No, I'm like, let me rehearse. I gotta rehearse it first. It's been a minute since I
I'm scared, man. I ain't rapped in years. I rap. Anyway, what were we talking about? Zion.
I'm trying to know the song a little bit, but anyway.
Zion signed a 5-year deal, bro. No player option. It's been running camps down here for kids in the city of New Orleans, running basketball camps. All Jameis does is workout videos in the off season. Like, I didn't really see him interacting with the community. But anyway, let's move on. I know
but that's what you want.
You don't like the Pelicans.
But he was showing.
I would have shit on Zion last year.
Y'all trying to say Zion in the off season? He's just flawed. He's having fun.
He signed a 5-year
deal. Two different sports.
Poncho.
But
I was gonna leave it alone, bro. You know I'm a basketball guy.
Was Kobe? Zion needs to drop pounds.
This dude here, bro. He's
ripping
on me for being moving in. No, I'm talking about Poncho. I'm sorry, Tan. I wasn't talking to you. He does need to drop pounds, but the dude signed.
That's fucked up. Hey, boy, he got you there. So when we drown down here, Pat's gonna be laughing at us from the north. He gonna see it clearly from the North Shore. No, I'm just playing. Knock on wood. I don't expect.
I see where the parish is going. No, I'm kidding.
But I heard the Pelicans were supposed to be good this year.
But Zion's contract, he has to maintain a certain BMI, body mass index, to keep his bonus.
The same way that Kyler Murray was supposed to know the playbook.
Yeah, but they didn't.
He had to know a percentage of the playbook. Yeah, they didn't
get rid of. They didn't get rid of Zion's.
But it's not a bad thing is to actually give incentive, because as an athlete, like when you sign in these big contracts, it's a marriage. You know what I'm saying? So they find your weakness. They find your weakness and give you incentive to improve on your weakness. That's dude, money to improve on your weakness. Most people have to get up every day and try to figure that shit out for themselves with no financial, no rewards directly coming to you, right? You know what I'm saying? So to improve who you are as a human being, you get paid more. You can't. You know what I'm saying?
And if he makes all NBA this year, he makes like $10 more million a year. If he makes all NBA this season.
So he's due for an all.
So he's gonna do for a great season.
Yeah, he's gonna get him a 10. He's gonna get at least one. He's gonna get at least one of them. Hopefully it is this year. That'd be nice, man, to go to the playoff game. I tell you what, that NBA playoff game was fun, man. That shit was fun. It was fun.
Oh, you talking about the one a while back? Yeah, we went to the ones this year. State. Yeah, they played Phoenix in the playoffs this year. We went to them.
Was it as loud? It was loud.
Huh? It was loud. It was loud.
But we got to
that was Golden State's coming out party.
So we got to see something like classic, a 20-point comeback.
Classic against
by Golden State in the fourth quarter. Yeah. It was.
I told you they were coming too.
Oh, you knew it was coming. I mean, that's the NBA, but a team like that, yeah, they were that good. It was fun. It was fun to watch them do that though. Even though it was done against you, it was still fun to watch. Now, if it was the Saints, it wouldn't be fun at all. But the fact that it was the NBA, I could be a little more lax about it. You know what I'm saying. I mean, I'm relaxed about
both of them now. Like I watch all sports, man. I really don't. Saints losing don't ruin my day like it did.
Yeah, bro, that was the time.
I called sick the next day at work. A lot of people do. Right. Like tomorrow, when I get on that causeway, I'm gonna fly through that causeway.
Well, and you know, and I think it attests to the expectations subconsciously, because subconsciously, you know, you might as well hang yourself if you're gonna ruin your day over that. But that's the difference with having a franchise quarterback, that he was good enough to ruin your fucking day.
Yeah, but
you knew he could have won. You knew he could have won the game. You knew they could have won.
You know what it was? It might have been after the NFC Championship game. I stopped letting it bother me.
You know, you're right. That game, the Rams game.
Right.
The Rams game, that was the day where I realized it's out of your control. You can't let this happen. And you knew that this is probably the last time you even gonna have a chance. So just
and thanks to my boy Poncho.
It was a growing moment.
I was in the house to see that terrible moment.
Right. It was and you know what else? You know what else did it too? When you realize, like, when you that pissed off, and then you see the guy who actually played the game all smiles and cheers,
hugging,
a week later, because it's the off season and he's chilling.
They in Cabo.
Exactly.
You at work. They at Cabo, you at work.
Mad as a motherfucker trying to think about what they're gonna do.
Boycott the Super Bowl. Boycott the Super Bowl.
And they got their ass in the water, toes in the sand, right? Just and then they go show up these postseason interviews and they Super Bowl week. You upset because the Saints ain't in the Super Bowl. They vacationing with the teams that are in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And that's what and that's when I realized, like, nah, bro, you gotta let it go.
Bigger things in life.
For sure. Look, I always, what's the joke? Whenever every year you knew that the team was like officially out the playoffs, the joke's always, what hobby am I gonna pick up now?
Well, you can start picking up a hobby now.
Yeah. Pick up. Well, I'm going fishing.
I got deck to work on outside, so be a lot of deck work when the weather cools off.
There you go. Right. But all right. So, who's your secondary team? If you're not gonna, if you feel like the Saints are out of it, pat your ass out of the head.
Ass too ugly and head too big to be sitting that close to the camera.
It's the light.
Sorry.
It's the light. It's the light.
Sorry, Pete.
It's just the light, man.
I'll just sit back here. Can you hear me okay?
Look, I'm not even centered. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, you look great. You look great.
Thank you.
You look like Joe Rogan Experience episode 1.
Episode 1. I don't even know yet.
I don't even know either. But I know it looked rough. But yeah,
not everybody can be as pretty as Poncho.
If you don't have a Saints team, like, all right, who you rooting for? If the Saints,
well, it sucks to say the Bills, Brian, because me and you used to root for the Bills when they sucked. Because we were hanging out with their fans when we went to the game.
Right. No, I was a Bills fan when they went to the Super Bowl in years. You know what I'm saying? Like I
like them too. Yeah. A lot of people had the Bills starter jackets in my Bills.
I'm still not a Cowboys. Then fuck them. You know what I mean? But I'm not as passionate about fuck them because I'm not as passionate about it to begin. I don't lose any sleep anymore.
Still fuck 49ers though.
Huh?
Oh yeah. You don't want to talk about that.
The San Francisco treat. Yeah, I'll tell you what. That was my secondary team. You know what I mean? That was my Dallas Cowboys. Like,
you like
a lot of people who were Cowboys fans because they were that good and they were fun to watch. And it was like
Saints
superhero. Yeah, so like San Francisco was my superhero back in the day because that was the elite team, you know. But today, fuck I can care less. And it's more about, to me, after the Saints, it's more about individual, you know, not so much team. Like I want to see this guy win it. And right now I want to see Aaron Brooks win it. Not
Aaron Brooks.
Jesus Christ. Aaron Rodgers. I want to see Aaron Rodgers win it.
Why? Because he took ayahuasca?
Yeah. Yep. I do. I'm a fan. Anybody who got canceled, I got your back, though.
So you're a Brooklyn Nets
Unless
fan,
you
too.
got canceled over some foul, you know, like really, you know what I mean?
Like-
you got
like
canceled over truth, I got your back.
Like the Celtics coach?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I got his back too, I guess.
You got his back? Why? He cheated
I don't
on
really
Neil
have
Long.
his back. I don't even know what happened yet. Nobody
cheated
knows
on-
what happened, bro.
He cheated on
Yeah,
Neil
yeah,
Long,
no, I
bro.
don't have his back. I know. I'm fucking with you. But
You got Kyrie's back.
the question is the Boston Celtics, why? Because it happens all the time. The question is why? Well, how deep does it go? Because it sounds like the shit goes a little deeper. The
I
dude,
think it's one of the vice president's wives.
yeah,
He was messing
that's what I'm
around
saying.
with
We don't know enough about it yet. I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, he's a creepy dude, right? He's a little freak. He's a silly little freak. Like it's from. This is what I heard. It seems like
You don't
he
know
likes
you were
married women. Check this out. This is what I heard. He seems like he likes married women and he don't like to get married, right? Because he's engaged to Nia Long. They've been together for 7 years. He ain't never got married, but yet he likes to smash married women.
There you go. What your
You
man
know what
got
I'm
to
saying?
do with me?
Yeah, he's on that. Yeah, OP. He's OPP. So, but why? The question, you know, like why you made it public? They knew it was public. He went. What triggered the investigation to begin with? I also heard that. I was Nia Long's people, her side, like her whatever her spokesman,
Her camp.
spokesman, her camp. Yeah, a fucking camp. They got a camp.
I got a camp. They in the other room.
Yeah, her camp said that it was a starter on the Celtics team that spilled the beans.
See, I heard something different. I heard
But it never come from Nia Long's camp. You hear me? You know what I mean? Like what camp?
That's true.
What camp
did I hear from? Twitter camp.
Yeah.
I heard the girl he was messing around with planned her move to Boston, was helping her move and all that shit while they were fooling around.
Yeah. No, I heard that in the same conversation. I'm telling you, but
Should have the game got the spot over Kendrick last year? You talking about rap?
oh, he talking about the Super Bowl. He wants
okay.
to go there.
The game?
The game should have got a spot over Kendrick.
No, Kendrick's
I mean,
way bigger than the game. I like the game.
yeah. I think I would have liked to see the game over.
But if you had to choose, but I mean, Kendrick's a bigger artist.
Right, just on the stature and what's going on. Yeah, of course, Kendrick's gonna get that spot. But I understand the game's frustration. Yet,
Why would he take it out of him?
How much does he fuck with Dre? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you even fuck with them like that?
Why would he take it out on him like that?
That's
I think
just to get as much as
album sales.
he said it. It's all hip hop.
Yeah.
But the optics to me just looks bad because you spent 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's too
10
long.
minutes. You spent 10 minutes rapping about this dude. And like you was like, this is gonna be the murder. I stopped listening halfway in. Like it just got boring to me. You know what I mean? Like it's just like there was.
I thought the first part of it was cool, and then they switched it up, and then it started just dragging on.
Let's put it
That's
this
what
way.
Game does.
Let's put it this way. Did M respond?
He don't have to.
but you know what I'm saying, he didn't even respond to it.
He responded to Machine Gun Kelly because there was a lot of pressure, but nobody really gave
the lack of effectiveness is what I'm saying. It wasn't even. It was so far off his radar. And I don't even like to talk about M like that. Like, I'm not even trying to put the dude on a pedestal, but to me, it just the diss was a little. I don't know. It just felt a little pathetic.
I thought he might have had a better. I thought he might have had a better chance for a response, even if he just cut it off after the first part.
Yeah, like give us 16, keep it short, sweet, boom, kill it,
Yeah,
kill
3
it
minutes.
16. But his thought process was, it's M. I gotta just keep rapping.
Right.
You know, and that's what it was. Like, I got bars for days, and that was the attitude. And you can tell he spent a lot of time and effort on it because he had bars in it. Like, and
he's got 31 songs on that album. I mean, I tried to listen to some of it, but it's just too long.
I never even listened to it yet. I never listened to it.
It's just
I haven't listened to Game shit in a long time. I mean, it's
good. It's good. Like, some of the stuff was good that I heard, but I mean, it's just, you got 31 songs. It's just too much.
Right.
You know, wow. What do you need 31 songs for? And then one's 10 minutes long. One of the songs is 10 minutes long.
The approach of even dissing M and trying to get something out of it, like, backfired. Because it was irrelevant. Nobody cares. Like, do you? You know what I mean? Like, that's all he had to do is just keep doing him.
But the only diss they can come up with is just him being white.
Yeah.
And Game even says it in his diss.
And it's been played, right? It's been.
And
played.
I mean, everybody that's came after him is just had the same formula. Like, why you have to come back every time? It's just about me being white.
It is. It's whack. Hold on, we'll get something.
You put those 4 up and bring out Lamar. He doesn't fit. Who doesn't fit? Game or Kendrick? I hear Sean Payton is going to be the new Cowboys coach. I think he's either going to be the Cowboys coach or the Chargers coach, if I had to put money on it. But I wouldn't put money on it if I were you, because if I put money on it, you're going to lose. Because that's who I am. I'm a big walking mush when it comes to betting. Chargers. Pancho said Chargers. I wouldn't rule out the Washington Commandos either. Dan Snyder needs to make a big splash.
You in silence?
No, I'm talking to the group here.
You serenading ears.
Yeah. I was about to sing.
You should have. You should have sung Mudbugs. You requested it.
I could have sung Mudbugs.
I kind of know it, but I mean, it's been a minute. I just wasn't in the mood to rap at the moment. They had them. I would like to do like a live, like a virtual, like concert.
Well, I'm retired from rapping, so don't ask me about rapping no more. I'm retired.
That's fine. I'm gonna release a new PJ song.
You can, but I'm still retired.
and claim you just did it. He's lying. It's all a setup. No, that's okay. Cause I'm not. I got a new album coming out.
I know. I heard
American Renaissance is finished. Fuck Pat Riley.
Best 3 words in the world.
I really think people are gonna like this one. I think it speaks universally. I really do. I think it speaks universally. It's a 2-year project.
It's a concept project.
It's absolutely a concept record. And it's pretty good. Like I said, it's pretty good. I think it's dandy. It's different.
So I'm gonna tell you a Kyrie fan too, then.
Oh, absolutely. I do want to get this. And if anybody would like to donate, they could donate. I'm hanging in the studio over here. I want an Aaron Rodgers. I want Aaron Rodgers picture.
Not Aaron Brooks, huh?
Not Aaron Brooks. I want Aaron Rodgers picture. I want Kyrie Irving picture. they definitely on my list of goats. Just in the fact that they didn't sell out, bro. They didn't sell out. That's real. It's real. That they're genuine. And it's pretty sick what happened, what they did to those people, bro. It's pretty fucking disgusting. And at this point, people are just letting that it's kind of forgotten because people forget. But it's pretty disgusting what they did to them.
Dude, my walls aren't green. Why this dude keeps telling me I have green walls?
They're all green.
They look green in that camera, but they're not green. They're like
what color are they?
A beige. Now I do have green walls in this house, but they're not in this room.
This guy, we talking about his walls.
He wants to sell me paint.
Oh, Poncho's a paint. I thought you were hustling paint.
No, I didn't do it. So then they're gonna try to sell it to me now.
So Poncho's selling a paint.
Yeah, he's trying to hustle me some paint.
Well, Poncho, we could talk. I do need some paint soon. Don't call me tomorrow because I ain't ready for it. But I will talk to you. I will inquire.
Well, they got their own store in La Place.
That's fine.
If he gives me, he offers a a good amount, I will.
Right. Podcast friendly
rate. Look, he's saying he painted that house. I didn't paint this house.
Hey, we even make them the sponsors. We sponsor the show. We'll sponsor it. Sponsored by Poncho's Paint.
Poncho's Paints. That's what they should have called it. They don't call it that.
I think that shit would. Hey, that's catchy, bro. Poncho's Paints.
Come get some Poncho's Paint.
Poncho's Paints and
got 31 flavors.
Wait, no, serious. Poncho's Paints and Poncho's Paints and something else. He needs something else.
It supplies.
Yeah.
Poncho's Paint and Supply.
That's it. He knows. Hey, write it down. You better patent it before I do. Poncho's Paint. And I'm gonna patent it, and then I'm gonna.
He's gonna give us free Saints Seahawks tickets.
I'm gonna come up with a logo. He painted that house without buying our paint. You painted that house without buying his paint?
I didn't paint this house. I bought it as is.
Oh, he's spreading lies.
Yeah,
dude that ever pells a Saints pick hanging on any of the walls either.
All my sports pictures in my game room. I got a Cubs
at this point hanging any Saints memorabilia. It was just taint the walls. See, I got all this Saints stuff back here.
I need Tulane. I need Tulane stuff if I got a green wall.
I got I got the fleur de lis. I got the Saints, the little pillow.
Ain't nobody selling a house with green walls.
Hey, and going back to that, how many people rocked fleur de lis decor pre-Katrina?
Not really.
I'm talking about house decor. I'm not talking about a Saints fucking flag.
Oh, just a regular fleur de lis?
I'm talking about the fleur de lis decor, right? That everybody rocked in their house.
I'm not sure.
I'm telling you, pre-Katrina, ain't nobody was rocking fleur de lis decor. After that shit sold, I bet you do your research on that, you'll find out how much fucking money they made off fleur de lis decorations after Katrina. I'm telling you, bro. That shit, everybody was buying. They had a fleur de lis. If you didn't have a fleur de lis post Katrina, you ain't, you know what I mean? Like you ain't with the program.
Poncho come in the room to hate on me, bro.
It was almost cult-like, bro. I seen the color of your old walls.
He didn't like my red walls. He didn't like my red walls, bro.
He didn't like the red ones, the dog pissed stained red wall. America. Is that the color? Is that what the red walls? That's what they call it, America.
Yeah, America. That was America paint.
But hey, who's playing right now and who's winning?
Broncos. I'm sitting here with you. How the fuck am I supposed to know who's winning?
Well, let's see. Hold on. I can find out. Let's see here. Sunday. like foosball. Man, they ain't give me no motherfucking score.
Now I got these old man colors, beige and
Man, it's
the Broncos are playing the 49ers.
that's tomorrow.
That's today, fool.
Oh, it's tonight? Oh, my bad. See, I'm fucking whack, bro. I am not a sportscast. Whatever. Sports guy. I just like talking shit. Broncos struggling.
But there's the answer. I see it right there on the top. You gotta hit it.
7-3. Yeah. I'd say it look
7-3.
like everybody's struggling.
So we could have traded our whole team. We could have traded our whole team for Russell Wilson. We probably wouldn't have been much better than we are with James.
I know. I really believe in Russell too. Now, I don't think it's Russell.
Oh, but it is James.
It is James. Man, god damn it. I'm about to go libtard on you right now. Motherfucker. No, I don't know, bro. It may be Russell. You gonna tell me that Russell Wilson's not a better quarterback than Jameis Winston?
I didn't say that.
I do. I think it's James. I don't think I watched the game when I watched the Broncos. He don't look that bad.
He fired Poncho up again. He was talking about my walls. Now he's about to talk about Jameis again.
Yep. Who's the better quarterback, Russell Wilson or Jameis Winston?
Comment is coming.
Because they both look like shit right now. Factual. It's facts. They both look like shit. I mean, is that right? Like, are they both in the same boat?
People on the North Shore.
Or is a cop out? Does one of them get a coaching cop out that the other one don't get?
Maybe I'm colorblind, but this looks green. My door is green. My walls are beige.
The walls are fucking green.
My walls are beige, bro.
I see the beige that you see, but it's the coloring, I guess. Oh, my UFO light went out. But anyway, we went almost 2 hours. It's 9 o'clock. I am gone. Wait.
It's not black trim. It's brown trim. This one.
Oh, no, that's shadow. That's called shadows, Poncho. That's a shadow. That's not a black trim. But, hey, we had fun. This felt good. It felt good. It was fun. It's the memories, like D by D. And
we didn't. Yeah, we had a list of stuff to talk about. We didn't get past the Saints.
I know, because that's how much the Saints.
You definitely painted that shit. This dude, bro.
He ain't gonna let it go.
He's mad about James, bro. He's gonna take it out on me.
No, he's mad. He's more mad about the fact that you didn't buy
the Paris for a while. And I'm not the Paris.
And you didn't hang the Paris. He can't call you for no bullshit. No, he can't. He can't be like, "Hey, bro, let's do this. Yeah. Let's do that." Yeah. Green walls and brown trim.
Beige walls.
That's that 70s look there. Green walls, brown. Did y'all ever like?
Oh yeah. Hey, the walls right behind me are green. I ain't lying.
These
walls are beige. See, these walls are beige.
The whole time.
That wall's green.
You looking at the wall in front of you.
Yeah, so that wall's beige.
All of you. That's funny.
And it does look beige behind me, but it's green.
And you in the same room.
I'm in the same room.
That's the new style. Like, we're going to paint one side of the wall one color, and then we're going to paint the other side of the wall.
Hey, bro, tell P to stop hating on my mint-colored walls.
Man, you bought that mist tint. That's what that is, mist tint?
Man, tell him to stop hating on me, bro.
Well,
he owes me free paint anyway, so if I want paint, I'm coming to get it.
Saints win next week?
No.
Oh, 1-3. Who starts quarterback? Jameis Winston.
Jameis.
Long flight back to London. I think that they want the long. I think they need the long flight back from London. They need the long
Saints
flight.
win the next 3.
Do you think they win the next 3?
No, Pancho said that, not me.
Oh, they go. Oh, and then they jump above. They go. So
He's the one taking that.
They're gonna be 3-2.
He's the one taking that hospital dope.
Yeah, 3-2 going into November.
I'm in old man mode now, Pancho. I'm gonna buy me a new pair of New Balances tomorrow. I'm gonna enjoy my green, beige, and brown walls.
Saints win the next 3. Yeah, if Mike and Jarvis are okay. Now it got the ifs and the buts. Yeah, you got.
If it was a 5th, we'd all be drunk.
All right. What if only one of them's okay?
2 out of 3. What about Pete? Pete's got a concussion. Andrews Pete.
No. Yeah. And then that's your O-line, right? The O-line, it's their problem. It's only them. It's their fault. So Andrews Pete. Is he like the only vet we got left?
We got Ramchek.
So they the coordinators on the line. We still got
because Eric McCoy and Cesar Ruiz, they're fairly new.
Right. And that's your center. You know,
and
he should be on point by now.
We got James Hurst as left tackle right now, but the first round pick should be coming back sometime.
Well, one thing that you can attest to what the Saints done successful the whole Sean Payton era was have a good line. Unless.
Or did they?
Right? Or was your quarterback that efficient in making sure that they pick up the right blocks? It's probably a hand-in-hand relationship. I ain't the expert.
Pancho just said we just need to go 5 wide, spread it out.
And just, like go back, like pull out the 2011 playbook and let Jameis go. You think that works?
Fuck it, let's try it.
Yeah, just right off
the line. Get blown out.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
At least it'd be fun.
At least I can get out of the house a little early Sunday morning, because it's going to be early Sunday morning.
Oh, yeah, 8:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be done with the Saints by brunch. Or, you know, halftime, you eat your little brunch. You know, you'll be done. You actually get things done on Sunday. The D can't rush. Jameis has a cannon. Run and shoot. Fuck, run.
Call Jerry Gilliam.
Yeah. We run. Hey, is Taysom going to play next week?
We don't need Taysom.
We going to Europe, we need to go rugby style. That's how you play. That's how you win the game. The formula to win the game is rugby. Just pound. You play in Minnesota. Minnesota is coming to punch you in the face in London.
So before we go, I gotta ask you about that Joe Biden video I sent you the other day. You said it was his wife?
No, I don't know who he was talking about. I don't say it was. So the one thing about the video, it's kind of like real. What is it? It's like
it's pretty creepy, dude.
It's creepy, but it's vague. Like you don't know who he's talking about, what he's talking about.
Why would his wife be in the front row?
Is she? Is that? I don't know. It sounds like the way he did it with like a gleam in his eye. You know what I'm saying?
Excited.
I was 30. She was
12.
You know, look
and you took care of me. I think he said something like, "Yeah, you took care of me." Poncho's a big Biden guy.
Oh yeah, no, she helped me get things done. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
She helped me get things done. You know what I'm saying? What you mean? What the fuck? Yeah. That's kind of throws you off. 30, she was 12, and if it was the first time that you caught him
yeah.
talking, like really calling out someone underage, we'd have, but he's done it repetitively. Like it's like he hunts down anything, anything preteen, he's got that. I'm sorry, preteen, anything adulthood, he's looking for it. Like in a public setting, he brings the shit up. He talks about kids all the fucking time. When the kid was swimming by the swimming pool and they were rubbing his legs and the hair was coming up his legs and all, man, what the fuck? Calling out kids like she looks like she's 19. And he did that recently, a few months ago, like talking about some kid that was probably 12, talking about how she looks like she's 19. You know what that means. You trying to say she looks right.
Right.
Fuck. And people clapping. That was like,
but they were laughing. They were laughing at the 30 and 12.
I know. That's what makes me think he was talking about the wife, because they were laughing at it, so it was comfortable. And I don't know how true it is, but there was a picture. I don't know where I seen it at, but I saw a picture of Joe Biden with a teenager sitting on his lap, and they said it was Jill, and it looked like a young Jill, like she was the babysitter for his previous marriage.
That's still kind of creepy.
Well, yeah, it's creepy. Not only, creepy. You talk about his daughter's diary. She's our age. His daughter's our age. His daughter, I think she went to Tulane, if I'm not mistaken. His daughter, somebody told me that they saw her in the raves. But Joe Biden was a nobody to us back then, but they knew she was a politician's daughter, right? You know what I'm saying? But she was in the raves getting down. But you heard about her diary, right? Getting scooped up. And inside her diary, she talks about taking showers with her dad as a teenager. You don't know about any of this?
I don't know about that.
Oh wow! Okay.
We had 2 hours though. We have to schedule that later this week.
Yeah. I could, dude. That's the shit that I probably know more about that than football, I guess. Unfortunately,
you'll be here all night.
Yeah,
that's
man.
A big rabbit hole.
When COVID happened, I said I just did research. I gotta figure this thing out. Yeah, find out what the hell's going on in the world. And I want to eat that. I want to eat that steak. You know that steak that they talk about in the Matrix? I just want the juicy steak.
Oh yeah.
Plug me back in, right? I just want to plug me back in. That's how bad it is. But anyway, the sun's gonna shine tomorrow. We're gonna shine with it. I'm glad we had fun. Thanks, Pancho, for all your insight and everyone else who commented.
We really don't need clips because we talked about the same thing for 2 hours.
Yeah, we gotta give him a little Joe Biden. A
little taste.
2 hours I talked about shit that I have no idea.
How you talk about nothing? You do something you don't know about for 2 hours.
Right. Nah, we know football. We know nothing. Everybody can talk football. That's why they have so many fucking sports podcasts out there, because people could just talk about this all night long. It's easy.
But none of us know anything about it.
It's all opinion based. We all got assholes. You know what I mean? It's just fucking just saying what we think. And even deeper.
Yeah, me thinking about CJ, man. He was like our first call, CJ Berg.
Oh.
He was like our first call for opinions like asshole. Rest in peace, homie.
Everybody got one.
Yeah, remember we used to call him when we used to do the pod back in the day. We called CJ.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we had a few
instead of standing on the toilet.
Look, Pancho found us the first time we did it again. Jerry found us the first time we did it again. Jerry used to be all on us every week.
Yeah.
So we back. It's fun. Let's go. Have a nice week, fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will see y'all next week. We will see y'all next week.
I'll be
Never
back
know
with
when
my
you're gonna
green
catch
logo.
us. So when the live button shines, you better jump in because you're gonna miss out on. You never know what we're gonna talk about.
So,
So
all right,
peace
bro.
out. Later.